chat up yet, so give me a quick second on that.
Kidding.
Nice.
Don't need that. All right. Where are we at? Stream Manager. If you're just joining us, shows are that was
I'm
weird.
just playing video for later. That's all.
All right. If you're just joining us, it's RPGrinders. We will be starting soon. Sorry for the late. Actually, we're not late, but you know what I mean. Let me get the chat out here. Why won't it let me? Oh, there we go. Okay. Pop out Cheezat. There we go. I see your message, Eric. Yo.
Look at it later after the show.
What message in the
The video link I gave you.
Oh, okay. Will do. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let me go to YouTube, see if anybody's in there. Every once in a while, Fabdris goes in there. Yeah, I think that's you, right? Eric? Oh, that's Breakman. Breakman, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Just trying to see if anybody's in the old YouTube chat, because we're live there as well. Let me pause that. Pop this out just in case anybody stops in there. How's you guys' week?
I'm sleepy. It was a long, tiring week.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
We got a lot of news today. Let's just do headlines and be done with it. I'd love to do a shorter stream today because Bernie's working, and the quicker I can get out of here, the quicker she can get out of work. So that would be nice.
Okay,
Huh?
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah. A lot of news.
I see that.
What up, Keeper? Does she grind? Does she grind? Does she grind? Yes. In fact, Keeper. Yes. I mean, yes, but only exclusive to me, which I know is.
Yeah, that's what the RP and RPGrinder stands for. Relaxing pole.
Yeah, relaxing pole grinders. Yeah, exactly. You know, relaxing pole grinders. So stupid. All right, you guys want to start a little bit early today?
Yes.
All right.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird, but sure.
No one's here, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's just news. So let's go ahead. Let me get this going.
Freak's usually here.
Yeah, Freak will be here pretty soon, probably. All right, here we go. Gentlemen. Welcome, everybody, to episode 831 of RPGrinders. I am your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, I know I asked you this before, but how are you now, as opposed to when I asked you about maybe, 2 minutes ago?
Well, now that I know I gotta do the news, I'm not as happy as I was.
I know. You got here early just to find out that we got 50 million news stories there, Break. So it's all good in the hood. We'll get through it. We're just going to do headlines today. Keeper says, "Okay, go." Okay, we're going, Keeper. We're going. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news. 10-second clip here, guys. RPG News. All right, Eric, you are up, sir.
Okay. From RPG site, we've got a release date for Fate Hollow Ataraxia Remastered, which is coming out. Actually, it came out already last week.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is from a week ago.
Oh, well, here it
But
is.
yeah.
it's on Steam and Switch now.
All right.
Who knows if they'll ever do a dual pack of the Fate Stay Night and this.
You
This is
played.
actually supposed to be a sequel series or story.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Nope.
All right, Break. You are up, sir.
Here's some good news. RPG coming to us live from RPG site. Lord of the Fallen gets a permanent price cut to $29.99 on all platforms. There
Is
we go.
this like the remake Lords of the Fallen or that other?
Yes, the
Yeah,
remake.
yeah. I have Lords of
No
the.
one's talking about the old one from 2014.
Oh well, I am because that's the one that I have, sir. Thank you very much. And it's fine. I don't know why they had to do a remake, like just simply like what 10 years later. It's weird.
No, they should have just called it 2 like they were going to.
Yeah, they should.
I think that there have been a lot of those lately, and I think it's because back in like 2014, HD TV was still kind of not. It wasn't as prevalent as it was
I
now. Like
got you.
everybody
Maybe
It's
has
also
HD
kind of a
TV.
bad game. They'd rather forget about it. That's why they call it the new one. This
yeah, I
just give it its
guess.
old name.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. I mean, they did update it and stuff, so
There was
they
shaky cam and combat was like extremely slow and
yeah,
slowish.
yeah. I mean, it
And the
wasn't the
story
greatest.
was like paper thin.
Yeah.
So it
Hey,
was the remake better?
Yes.
Or-
yeah.
Okay.
Bernie is in chat. What's up, Bernie? I'm sure Keeper will go over there in like two
Not even a
seconds.
remake. It's technically a reboot.
Oh,
It like acknowledges parts of, at least parts of the first game happened.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of a weird, like I guess remake. I don't know, but yeah.
It's not
but
a
this
Bernie.
is
remake. Quit
a better
calling it a
version.
remake. I've had it up to here with fucking morons calling remasters remakes when they're remasters,
Remastered.
which I can
I'm
kind of
sorry.
understand
I'm
because
sorry for being a
some
moron, Eric, and making a mistake that everybody can make at some point in their
I'm
life.
not talking about you
I'm
now.
sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding, Eric. I could care less. I
I'm
mean,
talking about everybody else that can't even get remastered remake right.
remaster, sir,
But
remaster.
like I was trying to say before you interrupted me, I can't. I mean, I'll give people a pass when the remaster remake line has been blurred so many times. But when something is clearly a remake, don't call it a remaster. When something's clearly a remaster, don't call it a remake.
Well, all those lines have been blurred lately with a lot of fucking different games. In fairness,
Because
Eric.
like Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is technically a remake because they are using the Resident Evil engine this time.
Hmm.
But it's also remastered in the sense that a lot of its original code's still in there.
See, see,
You know,
Eric.
so it's more of a
Hybrid.
a, a hybrid. Yeah,
There you go. Okay, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Atelier Riza Secret Trilogy Deluxe Packs launches November 13th. Riza series has sold over 2.5 million copies.
it's Ryza, not Riza.
God damn it! I thought it for sure it was Riza,
No,
Riza,
we
whatever.
we've been through this before. Breakman made that
Yeah,
mistake.
I thought I was making the right choice in remembering that it was Riza, but I apparently I didn't.
I think you
Okay,
just want to say Riza.
well, yeah, Riza sounds really fucking cool too.
RZA, I mean,
You know,
he
like
was a genius. He is. I mean,
yeah,
I what is RZA doing right now? Anyway, it's been a while.
yeah,
He's got to be busy doing some more genius work, right?
yeah. I would say why not?
Oh, I looked up the price for the Hala Ataraxia, and it's currently $26.99 on Steam, so that's probably the same price on Switch. But you can get the bundle for $43.18.
That's not bad. All
So
right,
I'm
so
guessing Stay Night is by itself around the same price.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's 21
and
bucks,
these are kind of
but it's but
standalone
it's also
games.
currently on sale too.
The
So
other than this trilogy, all those Atelier games are almost standalone, right, Eric? From what I'm gathering.
uh yeah,
Yeah.
they basically have their own trilogies too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're like their own thing. So this you could buy this and not be completely lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Eric, next
But
story.
but like they're delisting the original Ryza games
Huh.
because this new content is just makes it obsolete because it's basically the same game otherwise.
Yeah. Well, that's a good reason to delist. You know what I mean? Not a bad one. Unless you're a game historian, but there are a few of those out there. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story is that Ukes is acquiring Aqua Plus, which is a weird thing to do because Ukes is known for its many businesses, but one of them would be the development of several wrestling games. Like I think they made WWE Raw
Oh, wow.
or WWF Raw back in the N64 days.
Yeah, the shitty ones. Yeah.
They did one good one,
I guess.
but like the ones recently, it's not that they're. I don't think there's. It's not that they're shit. It's just that they didn't have the time or the money to develop it properly. 2K probably gave them like a tight schedule, so
Yeah.
it's 2K's fault.
Yeah. All right. Anything
But
else
I'm
on?
hearing the more recent ones have done better with the AWE
Yeah. We got to
or
move it.
AEW, whatever it's called.
A&W. All right. I like their chili dogs. Oh, no, no. That's different. Okay. Anything else on that, Eric?
But Aqua Plus is the company that made games like Utaware Ruromono.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Nope.
All right. Next story, Breakman.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Toho Games reveals Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, Hanuka's Traversing Spirit Tale for mobile and PC via Steam.
Uh,
And I do not see a release date. It's just an announcement.
all right. Next story comes to us also from RPG site. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 is coming to Switch in Asia this fall with English support. So there you go. And
Yeah,
there's a
the
whole.
final release of the Neptunia Rebirth series.
Oh, really? The final one,
Yeah.
huh? There's
Because
just.
after that was Hyperdimension Neptunia V two two yeah V2 I think is what it's called,
Huh. Okay.
and that was the last proper Hyperdimension Neptunia game.
I never really got into the Hyperdimension Neptunia games. I think I had one a long time ago. I can't remember which one. Never really fucking got into it. Uh, but obviously fairly popular if they're making, you know, all these ones. But
Mm,
anything else on that, Eric?
nope.
All right. Breakman.
Coming to us live from RPG site, Demon School launches on September 3rd
You
for
skipped
PS5.
one.
I'll get the other one. I'll get the other one. That's okay.
Okay.
Demon School.
PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Switch, and PC. And that'd be September 3rd.
I like the name of
Demons.
it. Looks like a strategy RPG, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but like the
so.
weird thing about this game is that there's no traditional leveling up system. Instead, you unlock skills that help you in combat instead. So the game plays more like a puzzler because like certain abilities have a path that you will go across when you attack your enemies. So it's about positioning your character through attacks.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, a little different. So okay.
I have to play it to see if I'd enjoy that or not,
Yeah.
but I'll try it.
Like the art style. Looks kind of cool. And I always like horror themed games. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
game's taken like almost 5 years to come out since it was announced.
Yeah. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Calamity Angels special delivery delayed for 2026 for the PS5, 4, and Switch. So there's a story. Reason for this delay has not been given. So there you go. No, no announcement yet.
They
So
faced some calamity, I guess.
yeah, yeah, they ran into a calamity probably. All right, Eric. Next story.
So Hike Northern Light,
Sure, it's
yeah, the
not
S is in
Hike.
parentheses, is launching September 18th for PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Steam, and it is a 2D pixel action RPG, and it looks fun.
Looks. I love the art style, man. Looks really, really cool. Oh,
And it'll launch for $27.99, and so it's not too expensive.
Freak
And
Freak is in there. What's up, Freak Five? He says, "Break. Did you see what I posted in Discord? Since there was no show last week."
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
No, I did not.
Well, you can check it out. Uh, he
here are the
just
supported languages for people who are and might be interested in that because it's not it's a multi global release. So Japanese, Chinese, traditional and simplified, English, Korean, French from France to differentiate between Canadian French, German, Spanish, Italian, Turkish, Russian, Dutch, and Portuguese, Brazil. That's it for the article.
okay. Breakman.
Oh, what? Who?
Next
Oh,
story.
coming to us live from RPG site. Which spring?
Sorry, I don't know why it did that. Okay, go ahead.
Purple.
Which spring are? And I got. Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't want your pop-ups. Which spring are the Followers Fall DLC and Xbox version release date confirmed on August 22nd? There you go. So like a
The
week.
free update, so you don't have to buy it.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's very cool. Very cool. Okay, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Disciples Domination announced for 2026 release on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. What the fuck? What? Wow. Okay, that was interesting. My phone just decided to go off here. I hate when they don't do gameplay, man. Come on, give us even the tiniest bit of fucking gameplay and no
At least
gameplay.
there are pictures in this article that we can point at.
Yeah, I guess. I guess point at the
It's
pictures.
a hex-based strategy RPG.
Okay, thank you, Eric. So I don't have to, fix. Wait, is this one that we can tell? Why is it taking so long to bring up the fucking pictures? It's so weird. Okay, never mind. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is how Mandragora is coming to the Switch on September 4th. No word on Switch 2 patch or whatever, but it'll feature all the updates that came out in the past, and it's probably be a better time to play the game. But I wouldn't get this on the Switch unless there's like a specific Switch 2 patch down the line, because the game famously didn't run very well on all platforms, and they had to patch it up. But this is a Switch we're talking about. I mean, even with those fixes, it's still probably going to perform pretty poorly.
Yeah. Freak Five is one.
Unless they developed it in such a way that it just runs better on the Switch 2 by default by capping the frame rate. But who knows?
Freak Five wants to bitch about his pharmacy techs at his job. Part of my job for inventory, he says, is when the techs try to fill a prescription and the system thinks there's enough to fill it, but there isn't. The tech puts it in as an exception, telling the system that there isn't any of the drug in stock. Uh, let's see. Yes, I need a beer too, Bernie, for reals. So when they put in an exception, I go and try to find the drug because sometimes things get placed in wrong locations or the techs are too lazy to look at the back stock. All right. Well, I'm sure there's more to that story. Breakman, next story, please.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Third-person action RPG Asterfell announced for PC, inspired by 2000s era classics. Okay, a German indie developer. That's interesting. It's inspired by games like Gothic. So yeah, okay.
It looks, I mean, it's got a weird, like, kind of
Yeah,
art
it looks
style.
like Gothic, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's straight from the 2000s. Like, I don't know, it's okay. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but
Mm.
I'm sure it's gonna be terrible. I mean, I'm looking at the gameplay. It doesn't. I don't know. It's not. Doesn't look great, and it's got the problem of being a little too dark even in the daytime. It's kind of fucking weird. I don't know. Well, whatever. All right. Anything else on that?
Lighting engines in games must be the trickiest thing in the world
They
for
they must be,
game
Eric.
development,
I mean, but a lot of people get
because
it
it seems to
right.
happen last, and like they fix it later if they don't have time for it.
I guess, man, but geez. So Freak Pie says today I had one. I go to the location and there are 30 of these big ass bottles, and the script was for 15 of them. Yeah. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Crimson Desert delayed to 2026. Extra time needed for launch preparation is cited as the main reason for the delay, with longer than expected timelines for voiceovers and console certification mentioned. Oh, okay. I mean, at least they gave us a reason, you know.
I think this
So
is the MMO game.
yeah, Freak Five says so. Instead of doing their job, the tech just doesn't fill it and says it is out of stock. WTF? The patient's doctor thinks they need that much of the drug. Who does the tech think they are to just leave the patient without their meds? Maybe they couldn't see it in the computer. Freak Five, I don't know. All
Oh wait,
right,
I'm thinking of another desert game. Never mind.
you're thinking of Black Desert,
Yeah, Black
Eric.
Desert is the
Yeah.
game I'm thinking about.
It's a first large scale AAA console game, so they want to get it right. That's fine, no problem. Black Desert, I played a little bit, and it was okay. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's free to play. But all right, Eric, next story, sir.
Next story is Robots at Midnight, which is a retro futuristic action RPG. With basically, it's a Souls-like. Um,
Yeah.
but it's but it's coming to PS5 on August 28th after launching for Xbox and PC earlier this year, which I still need to have time to check it out, but I'll look at our review first.
Break, man. The white privilege desert. Not to mention anyone else who might need the drug in a smaller amount because the tech set is out, so the computer won't send more prescriptions. Well, I mean, that might be something you bring up to your supervisor, Freak Five. I don't know. They should be able to, like, there should be an inventory system where they see that it's there and just go look for it, or ask one of you guys to look for it. I don't know. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
Nope.
All right, Break. You're up.
Come to us again from RPG site. I think everything is RPG site these days. I don't think I even need to say it anymore.
I didn't even
Um,
bother looking at Gamatsu. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
understandable. Hand-drawn dungeon crawling RPG, The Secret of Weepstone, announced for PC. It looks interesting. I'd like to know more.
You know what it looks like? It looks like they
Oh,
took.
it's black and white, so people know.
Yeah, it looks like they took it straight from the pages of like an early Dungeons and Dragons module, and like
Yeah,
take you right in. Very
that's
cool looking.
It's
Very
also
cool.
got a look that reminds me of Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, but not like side scrolling, like more first
Yeah, this is
person.
a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, dungeon crawler. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is really interesting. I think that the black and white makes it like as you're walking down a dark hallway. I think that adds to it.
I like
I
this. I like this a
Yeah, it's
lot.
really neat.
I hope this comes to consoles. That'd be really really fucking cool to check out. And no, Frank, they saw it in the computer. They looked at the shelf, which is in this case, they can see the shelf from their computer. They can see that the drug is in stock and has enough bottles, and then lie. Well, I think that needs to be brought to the attention of your boss, and then whatever they do with it, it's up to them. Because that's a big problem. And prescriptions are, man, there's a reason why. Like we always bitch about the length of time it takes to get our prescriptions and all this, but pharmacists and pharmacy techs have a heavy burden. And they need to make sure that that dose is right, it's the right medication because one mistake can fucking kill somebody. So, Break, he was talking about the song lyrics he put in Discord about there not being a show because I got high. Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I mean, later on, of course, but, sometimes life gets in the way. All right, last story I'm going to do here from RPGsite.net. Pixel Action RPG Cladoon X3 launches September 26th for PC, PS5, 4, and Switch in the West. So there you go. And it looks really cool. Looks very old school. You scroll through some of the pictures. Very pixelized
I
stuff.
hope it's more fun than any of the other Cladoon games that came out.
Yeah, Cladoon's not great. Okay, therein lies the news, so we can firmly get rid of that. Whew, that was a lot of news. Okay, Any homie discounts, Eric?
Yes, we got the PS Plus game catalog for the extra and premium tiers.
Oh,
New game trials is Death Stranding 2, so there's a demo for that, but only if you're on the premium tier, which is probably timed exclusivity. I'm sure it'll be made available for free later, but it's more like a bonus if you're already on the service. But um, Mortal Kombat 1's coming to the catalog, as well as Spider-Man Remastered, which took them long enough. Jesus.
I know.
A new game that's basically the sequel to Journey called Sword of the Sea. I think this is just the extra tier, or but I guess you get it with premium. But premium is like the PS1 games and stuff that honestly should be on the extra tier instead. And they should just get rid of the essentials tier and make the essentials tier the extra tier with the stuff that usually goes with extra. But
No, they should
Unicorn
not get rid of
Overlord
the.
is another game. Earth Defense Force 6 is another game. And Atelier Ryza Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key. This is the non-deluxe version.
Hmm.
That's curious. And Indica, which is a surreal horror game experience.
You played it, Eric?
No, but it's about how you're a nun and you're dealing with the shady shit that's going on in the church, I guess.
Can you fly?
No.
No. What's the point of being a nun if you can't fly?
I'm sure there's a hallucination where you might fly
Flying
in the game at some point, though. Also, the last game is Harold Halibut, or the last games, and Coral Island. And for the premium tier, Resident Evil 2 and 3 are coming to
Oh,
the
yippity
service.
do! So instead of playing the remakes, you get to play the old school versions of them. Woohoo! For the
Well, some
premium.
people might like the originals.
I guess Resident Evil 3 was better, but Resident Evil 2 definitely better on the remake, but whatever. Okay. And they're putting that on the premium. See, they should be putting these games on the
The extra tier, and you pay
extra.
the premium tier for the
Yeah,
newer games.
it's so weird. You're paying for
And they get rid of the extra. They get rid of the essentials price, or rather, they move the extra to the essentials price, and then they get rid of the premium price.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that. That would be, but they got to do what they got to do. Shady shit in the church? Do you catch priests molesting kids? Probably.
Not that it's not that deep. It's more like probably secret dealings, and maybe you have to fight with Satan at some point, and you find out that Satan and some of the clergy might be in cahoots or something like that. But
Yeah.
Right, but they're not molesting kids. Whatever. I don't believe it.
I know.
well, I haven't played the game, but I don't think it involves that content per se.
But it's happening. I know. Just because it's not in the game doesn't mean it's not happening.
That's true.
It might
That
be
is
talked about, but that might be it.
true. Yeah. All right, let's move on to.
But it's also this is also like medieval times, so
Yeah. All right, let's
it's
move.
not
On.
even modern era.
All right, let's move on to what we've been playing. 5-second clips, guys.
Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, Breakman. Inquiring minds want to know what you have been playing.
I'm playing that Walking Dead game. It's a bad game, but I finished the story I was playing as like the bad guys. Kind of interesting. I think how it turned out, but it kind of just ends, and just there's nothing more.
Oh, you mean The
If there
Walking
was,
Dead?
if there was a sequel and it lets you continues with that story that you've written, that'd be interesting. But I can't see this game.
Well, the thing is, like the original release of Senran Kagura was just the good guys.
No, I think
so
he's
they
talking
made
about
Burst,
Walking Dead.
and then Burst had the bad
Eric,
guy plot.
Eric, I think he's talking about Walking Dead.
I was talking about The Walking Dead, not Senran Kagura.
Well,
I don't even know where you heard Senran Kagura.
Yeah, me neither.
Probably because it's listed here because you don't change your gameplay list.
Well, what's the first game listed there?
Walking Dead is on there first.
Oh yeah, but sometimes they change it up.
No, dude, Walking Dead is the first thing on there.
Yeah. So, are you gonna redo it as the good guys next time, Break?
I started playing again, and I'm trying to play it as Rick, but actually not being as stupid as Rick was.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Rick made a lot of stupid mistakes, just a lot.
Yeah, well, they should.
If I can avoid them, because it doesn't let you change everything. There's just like certain points it comes up to, and it's like, oh, you can change this. But
Yeah.
other than
Well,
that,
and
it's...
it would give us an example if you can, Break, because I'm interested.
Well, the first thing it lets you choose is you wake up in the hospital and you go through the hospital trying to escape that, and then you meet shit, what's his name, Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
and he teaches you about what's going on, stuff like that. And then you go into the city, and that's when you finally get the first decision when you get up on the roof, and it's at the time you get up on the roof. Merle and T-Dog are fighting, and you can decide to help Merle or T-Dog in the moment. Whereas we know in the original, it was T-Dog was saved, and Merle was handcuffed, and he had to chop off his arm.
I think the choices you make change the outcome, but not of the overall outcome.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? It was the right choice with T-Dog because
Mhm.
T-Dog was like if you remember correctly, T-Dog was the first and probably one of the few heroes of Walking Dead. I mean, he sacrificed himself for everybody.
Yeah,
Remember?
he sacrificed himself for Carol specifically at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Like he died saving Carol's life.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like a wasted opportunity to not take the story in different directions.
Right.
I'm
But,
sure they
but,
would have got. Maybe they didn't want to. They were worried about getting denied permission to do that, so they just played it
I
safe.
mean, it's not a good game, so I wouldn't put too much thought into like what they were thinking. Like I think they were just trying to rush it out and
Mm.
just be done with it.
The premise
Um,
is good. Like you could
yeah,
play
the
out.
premise is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Morgan, I like more games like that. Take movies and TV shows and let you play them out differently.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it would need better execution. There's just shitty execution in this game.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm still playing it just because I'm playing it on easy because I don't. As bad as the game is on like collision detection and shit like that, I don't see how anybody could beat it on normal or hard or anything like that.
You overtuned.
Yeah, like you get killed really quick.
Mm.
Like, because I go to when I see the enemy, I'll go to swing a weapon, and they're on me before my weapon can swing.
Oh,
A lot of the time,
fuck that.
but they're not like within distance of being my weapon should hit them before they get me. But because of whatever bugs are in the game, like no, like you're constantly shaking off undead. Like, come on, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And then how come when I shoot them in the head they don't die? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll still playing that. But Shinron Kagura, you can play as the good guys and the bad guys. Like he was saying, I'm still playing as the good guys. I'm at the final boss, and I played against someone else and my butt handed to me.
Like I was mentioning earlier, the original Senran Kagura came out, and then they made the burst version where you could play as the bad guys at the I don't think you get a choice though. You have to play through the first scenario before you get to the second one.
I didn't try. It just let me choose. It's like choose your school, and I didn't know which was. I just chose one randomly.
But I think this version of the game does let you. So
yeah, it does. But I'm playing the good guys. It was just random. I didn't know who was good or who was bad. I just randomly picked one. But I really like the game. It's a lot of fun. It's silly knocking each other's clothes off and stuff to see them all tattered.
I wish the developer behind the game didn't just go into exile. It had time to make a burst Senran Kagura 2 renewal. Because 2 still has yet to get a remaster of any kind.
All right.
Well, I hope it does because I like this one.
I think it was called Crimson Bloom. That was the subtitle or something.
What else you got, Break?
If for people who don't know what it is, it's a 3D brawler game where the goal is you fight with girls who are just trying to beat the clothes off of other girls.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, I mean, that's what it boils down to in the end, but there is a plot going on.
There's a lot of plot. I usually just skip it because
nobody gives a shit about the plot.
It's the only way you'll get any kind of background on the characters because after the second game they just throw away any kind of story and it's just you're here for the titties.
Yeah, it's Senran Kagura burst.
And the stories are interesting.
Senran Kagura Burst Renewal Freak. That's what the name of that game is. And I mean, you're just there to see fucking fan servicey titties. That's
Well, Estival Versus is technically the pseudo sequel to 2.
You don't, and
I
you
mean,
don't really see like when there are like
and
nude scenes, but they block out anything. So it's not like
and that introduced the third faction, which is like some school that was a rival to the 2 other schools.
yeah.
And they get a story bit in there, but like beyond that core story, there is no story for the other factions. It's just basically them.
Mm. All right. What else? Break. Anything else?
Yeah, one more game. Let me see that I write down on here. Yes, I did actually. Brigadine, which is long ago I said when we were talking about like strategy games and stuff like that. I guess I love menus.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game that made me realize that I love menus. The original Brigadine, like it is so heavily menu driven, like just leveling up characters
It
and
lives your dreams of being a tactician that just loves going through all the ideas.
Yeah, yeah. They
like
should just call it idea of the game. Like my idea is the game. So you liking Brigadine break?
yes, it's a remake of the original from the PlayStation. It's a strategy puzzle, a strategy RPG. So it's not something you would really be into, like with their hexes to move
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your
Kind of
pieces.
wish that there was a. They never did. The PS4 version never got a patch for the PS5 to improve the frame rate or
Oh,
the
that's
load times.
yeah, that sucks.
All
Yeah,
right.
but I'm wondering whether or not the Switch version still plays the same too.
Yeah. Anything else, break?
No, if you like strategy RPGs, it's a great one because it's split up into several different kingdoms you can play through multiple times, and get a different game experience every time essentially.
Yeah,
I wonder if the Steam version plays well.
I'd be in multiple hells with that game, Breakman.
You're trying to conquer the world too, so
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
All right, Eric, what you been playing?
Um, I've been playing more. First I put down Wushang while I was Wu Chang while I was waiting for the patch to come out, and I decided to finish Void Rot. So I'll have a review of that and another game next week.
All right.
Another game I can't talk about until Monday, actually, but um, it's a game from a series Frank likes from a certain small company with a W and an F in their name. That's all
Mm,
I can say.
okay, we're not gonna talk about that,
Yeah.
Eric. All right.
But
Yeah.
but
And
Wu Chang does the developers gets kind of a stinko later, so let's when we get there, I'll talk about that.
yeah. I've been playing a little bit of Diablo 4 and I beat Diablo 4, which brings us right into reviews, 6-second clip, guys.
RPGrinders reviews.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my Diablo 4. I didn't see any for you, Eric. I think you're doing yours next week, I believe, right? Uh, if I heard you correctly, Eric.
Huh?
You're doing reviews
Yeah,
next week, right? Okay. Diablo
as well
4.
as probably some movies, maybe.
Yeah. Diablo 4. Pretty good. Not great, but really good. Liked it a lot. I thought it was weird that I was given basically godlike power right away playing this game. I just started. I was playing maybe an hour, and all of a sudden the game's like, "Oh, we're gonna level you up to 50 because you returned to the game." I'm like, "Oh, okay, great, thanks." And then they gave me all these powers, powerful weapons, and I basically just went through everything. I will say this about Diablo 4. It follows the same formula, like a looter type game where you just gather as much gear as humanly possible, even though I didn't need not even one thing. I just once they leveled me up, I just used the same thing, same spells, same everything all the way through. What's up, Scotoma? Scotoma's in chat. What nice to have you there, bud. Um I do like this game, Breakman. I do.
Well, I mean, I can't tell if you're happy about the upgrade they gave you, sending you to level 50 and giving you all those weapons. Because it sounds
sometimes.
like I was more through the game, but you sound like
Well,
downtrodden about
okay,
it.
hold on a second because it's a little bit of both, Breakman.
Okay.
At first, I didn't like it because I'm like, there's zero challenge, right?
Hmm.
So, anyways, I get through the game. Took me about 30 hours because I was doing little side quests here and there, and it's very repetitive. You're kind of doing the same fucking things all the time, you know. But graphically gorgeous, uh, gameplay very solid. But from time to time, I would run into glitchiness, and those
Mm.
those those glitches were bad glitches. And you would think the game's been out for a while that they could fucking patch it right, and I know that game has been through several fucking patches because almost every damn time I try to play it, there's a patch and I have to wait to play it, which is fucking aggravating in itself.
Mm.
The other thing is you have to be online to play it, which is obviously it sucks, right? So I'm like,
You're not playing it on when you're not playing it with anybody else. That just irritates me.
it's irritating. I mean, and you'll see other people
Yeah,
from,
I'm just gonna wait until they make it offline.
yeah, and I see other players, and I'm just
By
like,
then, the game will be fully patched
yeah,
and complete.
right.
Playing with people, but there are times I don't want to play with anybody. I just
I
want to play by
agree.
myself.
But you're
And
not
I-
really, that's the thing. You can't really interact with anybody. You're not doing anything. Like, I don't understand the world boss thing. Every time, sometimes it would say, world boss is going to appear here. So I'd go to the place, and I'm like, okay, what am I missing? There's nothing here. There's no.
Somebody already kill it.
No, I'm there like right when it begins. I'm like, unless they kill it within 2 seconds, I'm like, Jesus, man. Um,
Somebody's just sitting there spawning and killing it. Make sure, like, he's killing it within a second and make sure nobody else can do it. Just
I
sniffing
know,
away.
right? Um,
They'll never get past this spot.
yeah. Freak Pie says I finished Chucky. It was a great series. Chucky had great lines and picked up from the last movie, great deaths and plenty of Jennifer Tilly. I give it a 10. Yeah, anything with Jennifer Tilly, man, that's, it's a plus. Anyways, so here's where the bad part comes in. I was really excited to get, like, after you beat the game, they give you these extra challenges that are, supposedly way more challenging, and I'm like, cool, now I can really experience the game the way it's supposed to be played, right? And I was
Mhm.
excited for it. So I go to this area, and it's like you got to bring these, like, they're kind of like willows or whatever the fuck they call them, to the great, you know, the bad tree, the tree
Wait,
that's.
hold on. Is this Willow is in Warwick Davis or
No, no, no,
Willow
no.
is in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Willow.
No, 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 not neither. I said willow.
Oh,
It's called something else. I don't want to misrepresent. I can't remember. They're like, I don't know, espers, willows, whatever the fuck. You have to gather these things for this tree,
MacGuffins.
in order to satiate this tree, so it gives you more information, a little more story, whatever. And I'm into the story. The story's fine. I mean, it's you're basically following around this wicked demon named Lilith, right? And she's trying to take over hell, and I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, you only get into a fight with Lilith at the very end, but you see her path of destructions through the entire map, right? So, okay, cool. Freak says make that a 12 plus one each of her boobs. Yes, exactly. So anyways, I go to this place where this secret challenge levels, and I'm like feeling pretty good. I can't wait. So I get over there, and all of a sudden I start playing the dungeon, right? Because you got to go down in the dungeon and get these special things that you need for the creepy tree, and all of a sudden glitchiness. I can't walk without being moved 10 steps over every time I find an enemy. I'm trying to attack the enemy. I can't hit the enemy, but the enemy can hit me, and they swarm you. And the only thing works are your special attacks, but you can't use your. I'm just like, I am so ready to be done with this fucking game, man. But I want to know more of the fucking story, so I keep hoping that they fucking fix the game. I checked it 2 or 3 times, and it's the same fucking thing. And guess what? after we're done here, after I go get Bernie, I'll probably come back home and I'll try it again because I'm a dumbass, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I give this game, the story's compelling, the gameplay when it works is good. It's like any other Diablo game. Did you ever play Diablo? I think you played Diablo 3, right, Break?
I did, yeah. I played a
Yeah,
little bit.
Played a little bit of 3. I haven't finished it yet. I need to
yeah.
get back to it.
I want to get to 3 too because I like this style of gameplay, but I want it to be done. This is the problem with modern games. And especially with Blizzard, okay?
Why is there been this?
They just fucking throw out a fucking half-ass game and expect you to be cool with it. For that reason, I'm giving this game, it should be an 8 out of 10, but until they fucking finish it, it's a 6 out of 10 game, a slightly above average. But I do like the class that I played. It was a barbarian, the type where you just go in wailing on everything. The
Yeah.
spells are great.
Booga.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that. I just like going in and whipping everything's ass. I just how I am.
Mhm.
Um, the I mean, I really wish that they would have just let me play the game a little bit before they gave me all that fucking power. I played exactly 1 hour before they leveled me up to 50, and I'm just fucking wailing through every dungeon. So all I have to do is just I don't even have to kill the enemies really. I mean, you just go to the point, get the thing, put it over here, go through the next door, kill the boss, and then you move on to the next thing. So that's what it boiled down to. I kind of made myself challenge myself a little bit by letting the enemies kind of get me down in health and pretend like I have to kill an enemy to get a potion and just stuff like that. But
Give
I don't know.
yourself a challenge. I get it.
Yeah. Kind of challenge myself a little bit, type thing. But I don't know.
Maybe you
Six.
could have just not used the gear. You used the
Yeah.
weakest gear.
It's gonna be what? I just got home, checked my mail, and there's a check for $130,000 for me. Freak Five says, "Oh
Sounds suspect.
no, it's probably one of those things. If you do home equity line of credit for 130,000, here's your check type
Yeah.
thing.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to them, freak. Let me give you my phone number for the
yeah,
later here.
yeah. Cash that check, freak, and give me like 25% of it, and I'll give you 50% interest in like a year." Anyways, so Diablo 4 was fine.
Mm.
6 out of 10. Breakman, you have a review.
Actually, I have a couple reviews. One is a full review. The other one is just kind of. I'll go this one first because it's just kind of a. It's a mini review because it just started. The show's only had 2 episodes out, but for the first time in a very, very, very long time, I am excited for the Alien franchise.
Oh, I heard that the series is great.
2 episodes in, and I can't wait for more.
Reminds me, I need to watch uh Predator Killer of Killers too.
Yeah, I do need to watch that too. Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, they
what?
went by his house. Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
how like Breakman like
I must really wonder if they're offering that much.
yeah, Breakman what
I'll give you kind of a synopsis of the show. Basically, there's a crew coming back from a science mission, and they've brought a bunch of specimens with them. So it's not just the xenomorph, but there is a xenomorph, face huggers, but there's a bunch of other aliens too. But on the way home, almost back to Earth, something happens where everything gets out, and the ship crash lands on Earth in one of the big cities.
mm,
So,
So it's Lost World, but aliens.
kind of, but they're like so far, like we haven't gotten them out in the big city yet. What's been going on is we've been the people that we've been watching have been going inside to investigate.
I heard like the first what is it 8 episodes break. I heard like the first four are just like or five are just like really intense setup episodes, and the last like three are just like fucking awesome. So I'm looking forward to that series, man. But I'll wait till all the I don't have Hulu, so I'm gonna have to ride the high
Hmm,
seas to
gotcha.
watch it. But
Well,
I'm
nobody will have Hulu very soon.
what's that?
Nobody will have Hulu very soon.
Really? Are they getting rid of it or
Yeah, they're
what?
combining the services.
Which one?
It's all going to Disney Plus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's not
I think
terrible.
it's like September 1st, I think is the day.
Huh. Okay.
You,
Well,
you didn't know they were killing Hulu?
I
Yeah.
did. I
Hulu's
did
almost
not.
dead.
I did not. That's okay though, because Disney Plus is fine. It
No.
just.
It
But
didn't make sense to me. There are two different apps
I,
anyway.
I'm
yeah.
paying for 2 different services.
Yeah.
When we, especially since now you could pretty much watch everything of Hulu on
Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah.
Not
All right.
everything, most everything. That's
But
new.
yeah.
What else you got, Break?
Well, yeah, Alien Earth. I'm so hyped, so excited.
You know what I was
so
watching that I
great.
really liked, alien related, Break, is Romulus. I don't know if you've seen Romulus, but
No, I didn't
Not
see that.
yet.
Romulus really good so
I
far. I
need
mean,
to go. I need to watch that on Hulu at some
I
point
got
too.
I-
like
uh,
probably 30 minutes left of the movie, and I'm really liking that movie, man. It's really good.
We'll have a dual review next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so my full review goes to something that we've mentioned like a billion times, and every time you mention it, you guys tell me I need to see it. So I finally did see John Wick.
Oh yes.
It's a pretty badass movie. They created an interesting world, like an anime type world to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's this fictional world where of assassins, essentially. Like
Yeah.
it reminds me of like an anime. Like he's a one man warrior going through this
Yeah.
crime organization, tearing them apart.
Yeah, and he's fucking brutal as fuck, man. Like
It
you
gets
don't.
that.
Yeah, John Wick don't give a fuck, man. He's just.
Yeah.
I mean, and it all is triggered by a dog, man.
Yeah.
One dog.
Mrs. Brigman came in here just to say that, and I was like, hold on, give me a moment. I was going to get to that.
What?
Like, that is one of my only complaints about that John Wick and Alien is both of them. Alien does the most brutal, horrific things to a cat I've ever seen.
Well, look, it's just a movie. Just a
It's
movie.
TV show, but yeah. So, spoiler warning for anybody who doesn't want to see horrific things happen to a cat. The second episode of Alien does something. It does the most horrific things I've ever seen. And John Wick, they kill a puppy early in the fucking movie, which is, yeah, which definitely explains why he wants to do what he does, which is brutally kill every fucking member of
And you know
The
what?
Russian mafia and wherever city he lives in.
And you know what, Breakman? Every subsequent movie is probably equally as impressive as the previous. They are. I love the John Wick movies, man. I really do.
I'm
Really
wait
disappointed
do.
to see
that the
the movie.
ballerina didn't do well
I haven't
financially.
seen Ballerina. I want to see that too. Yeah.
I wonder when it's going to hit streaming at a price point that is affordable.
Probably not too long, Eric. Probably not too long. Breakman, what are you giving John Wick 1?
I need to find where they're streaming the second one so I can watch it.
Uh,
I'll look. I'll look later.
They should be in the same place, but they're not.
I
That's so
believe,
weird.
hold on. I think I know the answer to that. I believe Peacock, if you have Peacock.
Okay, I don't.
You probably
But I
have the
think you
rest
can
of
watch
them on
Peacock
there.
for free, can't you? Just commercials.
I believe so. I'm getting rid of Peacock because, I don't watch enough WWE wrestling to give a fuck. I keep hoping that AEW goes to one of these fucking services and then I'll get that. But, anyways, so what are you giving
If
John
it
Wick?
became popular on Netflix, Hulu would probably want to do it. Disney or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, what are you giving John Wick, Break?
I do have one like minor complaint about something that happened in the story, but it's
Oh.
something it's a trope that needs to die. I don't understand. It ruins the flow of the movie. It ruins the plot for me a lot of the time too. Okay, so the plot of this movie is him going on a revenge spree. But unlike a lot of like revenge sprees, the main villain knows exactly who he's dealing with and is fucking terrified. Which I thought was a really cool thing. Like usually the villain doesn't. They're like, I don't know who this guy is, and they usually underestimate and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Whereas this villain's like, no, he's gonna handle everything I throw at him. There's not much I can do, but I'm still gotta do it.
Yeah.
Type thing. But at one point, they had John Wick. They stopped him. They had him down. And instead of killing him, what do in every movie and every TV show when they're trying to
Exposition.
kill the hero?
Well, they do
They
the
tie him
big
up to a
dialogue.
goddamn chair.
Well,
They'd
Yep.
fucking tie him to a chair, and then they give him like the, you're not going to survive this and stuff like that. And then the main
And they
villain,
just
leaves.
he's John Wick though, so they just gave him a weapon.
I know, like it was just like, what? Why is this even happening right now? Like he's going to escape the chair. Why are you like, what? Why aren't you shooting him?
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's that whole villain trope where they got to do a grandiose dialogue.
We need to be
and-
arrogant because we're villains.
yeah.
I know, but it ruins everything. It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, because it just makes the villain look inept. Because he could have won right there. Like he has the good guy where he wants him, and instead he decides he's just gonna torture him.
Just lazy,
Well, you
right?
should-
And he's
Lazy.
gonna let
watch-
his sons do the
You should,
work.
watch a sequel though. It
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
affects that.
Little lazy
Oh.
writing there more than anything, Break. But what are you giving John Wick, man?
An 8. It's a good movie. It's
Yeah.
a really good fucking
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
I
And
think
I
I was
love-
thinking of the third John Wick movie specifically, and
The-
the sequel that follows.
he basically what they did with this movie too was created a new universe.
Yeah.
Like I said, how it feels like an anime. Like you've created this universe of hitmen essentially.
Yeah.
Like they live by their code, and this is a whole thing. Like William Dafoe is fucking great in the movie, by the way.
Oh,
I really liked his character.
Willem
I
Dafoe.
forgot he
You
was
mean
in that movie.
no? You mean the guy that played Swearingen in Deadwood? What the fuck is his name? Hold on, John Wick cast.
Oh, or the commander from Flat All Star.
Ian McShane, I think, is who you're thinking of.
No, I'm talking about William Dafoe. He played the sniper in John Wick.
What?
That was him.
He played the
Oh!
sniper Thomas in John Wick,
That-
and he gets killed by the guy I believe you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But he showed that this wasn't a world where these killers have friends too.
Also,
Like,
Clancy
and they
Brown's
live by this code. Like it felt like it was like a new world, a completely new universe. So I'm absolutely excited to see the next one.
Yeah, it's yeah, I remember Willem Dafoe's character. It was a smaller role, but
It was a small role, but it was really impactful to me because it kind of made the world more meaningful. That like these guys aren't just hired killers. Like this is a career for them, and they have friends and they have enemies and such like that.
Yeah. I think those 4 films, I haven't seen Ballerina, but the 4 mainline John Wick movies are some of the greatest
Mhm.
action movies ever made, right, man? So you're in for a real treat, man. Like they're fucking awesome movies for
Yeah,
sure.
I can't wait to see the next one.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
excited.
All right, very good, Breakman. I'm happy you finally watched John Wick, man. I mean,
Me too.
very, very good. All right, now let's move on to everybody's favorite segment. 10-second clip here, guys.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, it's time for your stinkos, Breakman.
Text me a little bit, and I'll tell you what I want.
Yeah,
Love you.
and I'll tell you what I want too, Mrs. Breakman.
I'll give you money. Where's my wallet? It's
Yeah,
right here.
I'll give you money. No, you'll give me money. Damn it. All right,
Text in the
Breakman.
mail.
Okay. You said Stinkos. Well, she said she's gonna order it right away, and it'll be cold. So there's a Stinko right there.
Okay.
She's doing that one on purpose.
Yeah. Well, you deserve
Okay.
it, Breakman. Whatever she does, you deserve, right?
I know it's true.
All right.
Let's see. Because I'm gonna start with our dementia-addled president. Do people still doubt that he has dementia? Because he was wandering up on the roof talking to himself.
I doubt he has dementia, Breakman, but I don't think he's any less
Well,
stupid.
he's still in the stages where he's coherent most of the time,
Yeah.
but he's getting to the points where he's not going to be coherent most of the time.
Well,
Like, because when he has spells where he's just kind of wandered off and he wanders up onto the roof just randomly, yeah.
Freak
I mean,
Five
then
says,
he tried to hold a press conference, like answering questions and stuff. Like, what? What an idiot.
Freak Five says, Stinko, no RP grinders last week. Yeah, I know.
No,
man.
what he was doing was use image training.
No. What he was doing was training for
Training.
the next eclipse. You know how he was watching the eclipse without glasses on. So all right, what else you got,
Someone
Brooks?
dared him to do it.
He wanted to finish it off and burn the rest of his retina. So yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
This one is maybe one of the worst stinkos of all time. I cut a quote, a direct quote out of one of these articles I was reading. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. sparked swift backlash on Tuesday evening, so this was last week, when the Secretary of Health and Human Services has announced the termination of nearly $500 million in federal funding and contracts supporting the development of mRNA-based vaccines.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean the tech still isn't there, and other people around the world won't get it, Breakman. So I'm, you know
We're
what? I
behind
mean,
now.
This is going to kill millions of people.
yeah,
I know.
probably. Yeah.
And to add to that, I just found out earlier today that they have now restricted it where children can't get COVID vaccines. Healthy children aren't allowed to get COVID vaccines now.
When are they going to get to the point where even the flu vaccines will be impossible to get?
Like, that's a complete fundamental misinterpretation of what vaccines fucking do. Vaccines are designed to keep people healthy.
Yeah.
You don't give vaccines to sick people. You give them to healthy people so they don't get sick.
Yeah. I agree with you, Breakman. Like I said, I mean, once this fucking orange buffoon is out of office, which now I'm questioning it, whether he's going to leave in 3 years. But let's assume that democracy holds, and somehow, by some miracle, J.D. Vance doesn't win the next election, because I heard tell that Kamala is going to try to be president again. We saw how good that went last time.
I heard so far our choices seem to be, well, if he's going to run for a third term, then we're going to get Obama back.
Oh, fuck.
So it sounds like our next election is going to be Obama,
He's
Harris,
definitely quit politics. He ain't coming back.
No.
I don't know. Like, after what's been going on in this country, like, he might be drawn back to just try and fix it, because we've gone so wrong so quickly.
Yeah, because we saw what happened the first time around with Obama. He fixed everything, didn't he?
No, I'm saying from his perspective.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not saying he would. Please
I
don't.
mean, either way,
I'm saying he would. I'm saying he would
I'd
still
have
would.
them over Mr. Insano. But
Yeah, I think I would take Obama over fucking Trump any day, man.
Everybody would, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, Cinco goes to the Ohio DOJ. Ohio is giving all the Social Security information to the DOJ and to our government, everything they ask for, because our crooked Republicans are just helping out Trump in every way possible.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So, I know we've had ICE presence here in Ohio. It hasn't been strong yet, but it's going to pick up soon, especially with the hiring of more troops. One of those new troops is actor Dean Cain. I'm sorry, wannabe actor Dean Cain, because God knows, has he done anything in like the last 20 years?
He did Lewis and Clark, and that was pretty much it.
I love that show, by the way. This makes me so mad.
You tainted the character and my enjoyment of that series.
I know. Like it's like watching Hercules now. Like, Kevin Sorbo, like, damn you.
Yep.
I wish I didn't know you were even stupider in real life.
At least we still have Xena.
Yeah.
But I kind of miss following Kevin Sorbo on Twitter, because he was so stupid. Like, he believed every lie. Like, it was just, and he would try and explain it and like make himself sound even stupider, and then just kind of like run and hide because he had nothing to back up his stuff with. It was embarrassing. It was hilarious to me. But again, it's tragic because it taints everything that he did before. So yeah, fuck Dean Cain, and he's been trying to urge other actors to join ICE too, because Kristi Noem, she lifted the age restrictions on it, and she's been trying to recruit people. We found out so far, like, they've hundreds, maybe 1,000 of the rioters from January 6th are already members of ICE.
What a shock that is.
Yeah. We don't know exactly how many, because obviously they covered their faces like the cowards they are. But from the hiring records we found, they found a lot so far.
Yep. What else you got?
You know how we have Auschwitz in Florida?
Yep.
Well, it's coming to Indiana now too.
Oh, great.
They'll probably be coming to Ohio because we're so crooked and it'll be easy. Yeah, we've got at least one more Def Camp already in the making. And I'm not sure where in Indiana, but it'll probably be someplace remote. You know what I mean? Like, just hard to get to. You know how you were talking about Trump running again in 3 years and such like that, or destroying the Constitution so they can do it, and so he can be president for life. Essentially, that's his goal. But one of the moves they've done to help them in their war against our Constitution is that they've been erasing parts of the Constitution from the government's official websites. Habeas crispy.
Habeas crispy, everybody. Great.
I was
Habeas
tuning out. I was like,
crispy.
what?
Habeas Rice Krispies, everybody. Habeas right. Yes, habeas corpus, Breakman.
Snap, crackle, or habeas.
All right.
Habeas corpus has been removed from the website. I don't know why I said Krispies. Oh god. I wasn't even thinking of food or anything. I don't know why I said Krispies. Okay. The Trump initiative to get kids more active and stuff like that. But while he's doing it, he's I forgot what I wrote down. Actually, I didn't write. I mean, I forgot to write something down, and I forgot what I think it was completely about on that one. I know he had the conference, and he had some douchebags with him. Maybe that was it. Oh no, I think it's because his initiative to get healthy, but at the same time he's promoting rape. I don't know. I forget what I said. I'm moving on. The mainstream media is working for Trump, right? Most of the mainstream media.
Oh yeah,
We agree on that.
100%. 100%.
You know how I know that the that's the truth? What was the biggest news story this week? Oh shit, it was last week.
I haven't followed the news lately.
Oh.
Breakman.
It was Sydney Sweeney doing it. She did an ad that was controversial.
The denim thing?
Yeah. That was the biggest news story of the week last week. Not that we're losing democracy, not that we have people out protesting it, not
Ghislaine Maxwell getting out of prison for work release, not going to a minimum security prison, none of that, huh?
No, those weren't they talked about those a little bit, but the main story went back to this controversy over that. Over Sydney Sweeney. Like anything to change the subject away from Epstein.
Yeah, Freakfy says Ohio is the Florida of the North. And he also says, is Trump giving cabinet positions to Snap, Crackle, and Pop, Breakman?
The first statement's true, unfortunately. Our state is so corrupt.
Which one's Snap, which one's Crackle, and which one's Pop?
Yeah, I think he was like riffing on Breakman's gaff, verbal gaff. Yeah. All right.
Yes, Horbius Crispies.
Horbius Crispy. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Like those bars with the like candy bars with Rice Krispies in them. Those are really good. That's good. The transgender soldiers. We know they're being kicked out of the military. You know what they're also doing? Any of them that have been there for like 15 years and who get a pension? Not anymore.
Oh, wonderful! Fought for our country.
Completely denied benefits. Yeah. Every transgender soldier is being forced out of the military, and they're being denied all benefits.
Yeah, fuck.
No matter how long they've served.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. And it's, a Nazi's doing it, so that's the most fucked up part. A Nazi controls our military. Whatever. Just fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he takes off his shirt and he has fucking white supremacist tattoos. How the fuck do we have this going on in our country? Anyway, the Smithsonian also is bowing down to Trump. They've been removed all of his references to impeachment and stuff like that. So even the history museums are erasing history for Trump now.
Hmm.
The most prestigious of museums, Smithsonian Institute.
Yeah. It should be expected, Skodoma says. Look at the homeless vets. Yeah, well, there you go. I said,
That's another one. Another Trump thing that he talked about earlier this week is he is going to wage war on the homeless, and he has brought in the military to Washington D.C. to start that war. Isn't that fucking awesome? Our fucking president's waging war on the homeless people that he helped fucking create.
well, I got news for you, Breakman.
Billionaires helped
You're
create the
backing off
homeless,
now.
and now they just want to get rid of them or send them to. I'm betting what their goal is going to be, since they're getting rid of all the people who are working on the farms and the fields. They're going to start making homeless people do that stuff.
Well,
I'm betting, like labor camps. This is what we're going to see in this country.
yeah. I got news for you, Breakman. This war has been waged long before Trump was in office. It
I
didn't
know.
matter who was in office. The homeless have always been, you know, the most vulnerable of our population has always been treated very, very poorly with no dignity, no respect, and nobody gives a fuck, Breakman, except for a very small subset of people. I'm
Yeah.
proud to say that I am one of them. I'm but one person. I do homeless outreach when I can. Because I believe that everybody deserves dignity, especially in the
Mhm.
richest country in the world. And
Yep.
I've been ridiculed for it. These are
Yep.
all I hear is these are people that all they do is drugs and alcohol and all that. And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care because when I go out there, I always tell people this. When I go out there and I do my homeless outreach runs, I'm not tied to any organization. I'm not an advocate like most
Yeah.
people claim to be that exploit the homeless. You know what I do? I go out there
What's
and I
that?
give because I want to give. I make no judgment whether someone had a fucking meth pipe in their mouth or a beer in their hand or not. I've run
Yeah.
into plenty of people that are neither. Um,
Yeah. And let
uh,
me like can we talk about that too? Like, I am sick of what the right says about homeless people and how they spread it on the radio shows and on the TV programs. One of the things they always do is they go out and search through a homeless camp, and they find like the one or two guys who like being homeless, because they love the freedom of not having responsibility. And they take these guys out and they say like they are all the homeless people are like this guy here, or they're on drugs, or they're alcoholics and they refuse to change. When in
here's
fact, most homeless people are not fucking junkies.
right.
They didn't end up on the streets because of alcohol addiction or something like that. They ended up on the streets because of problems at home or because of financial problems at home. You know?
Yeah.
Um,
Scudama says Frank goes out and feeds the homeless leftovers, then comes home to sit on his golden throne while sipping from his jeweled goblet. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
man.
why?
I
So
got
what?
plenty of jeweled goblets in my house, Scudama. Yeah.
Let's get in the room.
Look, here's the point that I was trying to make. Break. I don't give a fuck. Let's say their assumptions are correct.
I mean,
Every
I'm saying like they try and do everything they can to make homeless people look like villains, not victims,
right.
which is what they are, as victims.
Yeah,
They're not villains.
they're victims of a system that doesn't give a fuck about them, Breakman. And they're
I was pointing Trump out specifically because he's one of the billionaires, and the billionaires are the ones who have created more homeless people than
I
anything.
agree. I agree, and it's getting worse and worse and
Yep.
worse because
Yep.
the transfer of wealth is even more so going to the top. And these Trump tax cuts went all to the wealthy. None of
Yeah.
us are gonna. Matter of fact, when come tax time, come back with me and see if you win at tax time. I guarantee I ain't. I guarantee
Yeah.
Bernie ain't. Hardworking Bernie, all she does is fucking work.
Yeah.
Um, Last year she had to pay for the first time fucking federal taxes. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
but she doesn't deserve a living wage because
no
she works in fast food because
right,
it's a lower class job or what the fuck. The
right,
fuck I
right. You
hate
guys,
them so
right?
goddamn much.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I mean, she's worked herself up to a district manager, Breakman, and she's
Mm.
making about half, less than half of what a real district manager should be. She's a real district manager, and she's making less than half of what managers should be making.
Fucked
She's a
up.
And
woman.
yeah, it's fucked up. She works so many hours for pennies on the dollar. But anyways, we're surviving. That's all we can do, right?
Right.
So I let me just point out something. I went
Yeah,
out.
I'm sorry. You
I,
wanted to say something specifically about the homeless, and I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
no worries. I went out. People are gonna hate, is my point, Breakman, and I don't give a fuck because when I go out there, like last, let's see, it was like last month, I believe. I finally got enough money because see, I'm only one person, and it takes me a while to get enough money to do homeless runs. I'm not gonna. I'm me and Bernie aren't gonna do without, so I can do a homeless run. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you know. Yeah, see, look, Bernie's on her 14th day straight working. Uh, and she gets penalized not only through taxes, while, and at the end of the year, she gets penalized too. So, it is what it is. So, anyways, I did a homeless run. And what I did was I got enough money to buy 100 hot dogs, which is a hot meal which most homeless people don't get. They'll get a like a cold sandwich or something donated from someplace, whatever, you know. So I thought I was doing really good, and all I got was criticism from somebody that said, "Oh, how gross! You gave out 100 hot dogs. Did you wash your hands? Did you?" You know, yeah, I mean, all manner of stupidity. All these people are just all, drug addicts, and you're just fucking enabling them and all this. And I was like, you know what? Number one, I don't fucking judge when I go out there, because one thing that I know universally that everybody else knows is these people are way less fortunate than you and I. Am I right,
Mm-hmm.
Breakman? These
And
people,
soon they could be in that same position that they are.
100%.
They should care more.
So so by me doing this, I don't give a fuck what you say. I do it because I want to do it, and I don't care. The way I put it is, maybe I'm the person that inspires them to get clean if they are a drug addict or an alcoholic. They see somebody showing a little bit of fucking kindness instead of being spit on constantly by pieces of shit that criticize, people like me for doing the right thing, the morally right thing to do. That's my point, Breakman. All right,
Mm.
let's move on. What else you got, Break?
Uh, shit. I think that, well, shit, lost my page.
He's got pages of Stikos, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one last one. The talk now lately, we know that they're going to go for after gay marriage. That's coming up. And a few other rights. But the one that they've been hinting at now, after his third term, the one they've started slipping in is um, women in voting. So
Oh,
they're coming after suffrage sooner than later.
I'd love that because women make up more than half of the country. That I would love to see them go after fucking women's suffrage. That
The
above,
problem is there are a bunch of women that actually agree with it.
yeah.
They're so brainwashed that they think that like the man should make all the decisions.
Well,
Just
I
it's
can assure you, Breakman, there will be massive backlash if that happens. Because I tell you what, not all men think that way. I don't. And a
yeah, I
good
know.
contingency of men think. So it's well over. I would venture to say that 80% of this country would be well against that. So, all right, what
But
else?
that doesn't stop them yet from
No,
doing
it
anything.
hasn't. It hasn't. They can try, but what else you got?
That's it. It's just that's it. I'm
All
done
right.
for now.
Eric, your stinko of the week.
For that, I'd just like to say, as a non-binary, I'm categorically opposed to gender-based bullshit like that.
Yeah, me too. Eric, go ahead.
Uh, for Stinko, I've got the Wu Chang's developer, Lang Z, uh, decided that it was okay to cave to demands from angry Chinese gamers who are mad that um according to them, they had the belief that there's preferential treatment towards uh, certain groups that are represented in the game. So they decided that they needed to change it because there was enough of a backlash. And so I don't really fault them for making this change, but like now certain NPCs and chapter 4 and other areas of the game, like especially when it comes to killing historical figures like are some of the bosses, you don't kill them this time. Instead they'll just get exhausted, and you'll be able to talk to them. Certain lines of dialogue have been changed, which disrupt the context of the story that it's trying to be displayed. And without getting too much into the story, which is also poorly told, which is when I was reading about the patch notes, I thought they were gonna do more clarification, not alterations. But basically like it's the late Ming Dynasty. They're basically coming to an end. The rebels are fighting against the establishment, so it's technically a civil war that's going on right
Why the
now.
fuck would any Chinese person be pissed off unless they're fucking racist themselves? Freak 5 is exiled, you son of a
So
bitch.
yeah, it was about a bunch of racists being mad that they weren't going to be able to kill certain China, basically the area of China that was used to be Manchuria. So yeah, that's it. I know that they kind of have to, because like Chinese government might step in at some point if they didn't do this. But their whole response to the thing has been kind of misguided, and they're not moderating their chats and stuff like that. That's bad. So the stigma is basically going towards the shitheads that made them cave in the first place, and then they're handling the situation post patch, which also brought a lot of nice changes too. So yeah, certain NPCs can't be killed now. That doesn't really bother me, but the reason why they did it bothers me.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Mine is a real quick one. Diablo 4 glitchiness, which I mentioned earlier. It could have made me believe that this is a well above average game, and just because of Blizzard's nonsense, it's slightly above average. So that's mine. All right, let's move on to Sweetos. This is a 6-second clip, gentlemen.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweetos of the week, if
I
you
got
have any.
3 Sweetos. One goes to South Park for another fantastic episode. I got a phone ringing. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
All right. Eric, yours. Do you have a Sweeto? Eric.
Yeah, I didn't list it here, but it is the 30th anniversary of the North American release of Chrono Trigger.
Oh.
Earlier this year, we had the 30th anniversary of the Japanese release.
Can we get a remake, a Chrono Trigger remake, Square, please? Like
Or at the very least, can you do a proper re-release of the original game that isn't garbage?
Yes, please. Can we
You
have
still
that?
haven't fixed the versions you've already released and fucked up and have slowly been updating over the years, like the Steam release or the mobile release.
Yes. Can we please, Square Enix, please get
I would
a?
take an HD 2D remake of the game, though.
Oh, absolutely. Like Dragon Quest 3, for instance. All of that. That would be most excellent. Freak 5 says, Sweeto, a new season of Wednesday. I have a Sweeto. Um, MAGA is kind of pissed at Trump's weed stance, Eric. So Trump wants to just make it just like fucking death sentence if you smoke weed. Um, you know.
MAGA actually likes weed. I thought they'd be something that would oppose to do it.
Oh no. Trust me, there's plenty of MAGA people that love weed, Eric.
Mm.
The freedom lovers, right? So, they're infighting about weed, and most of them are really pissed about weed. So, yeah, I'm really liking that. Hey, Break, do we have you back yet or not?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, Break, your Sweetos.
All right.
Did you hear
So
mine?
what?
Did you hear mine?
Yeah, I heard yours.
Yeah,
I heard yours. Yes, awesome. I agree.
Mm.
I said South Park. I love their interpretation of JD Vance, especially that I found very hilarious. Um, and their takedown of Christy Nome was well deserved. And my next sweeto goes to well, the courts in Florida, which have struck down the book bans.
Good.
I know it's long overdue. It was 2 years ago they were officially banned it, but the courts have now struck it down. So I mean, it's going to obviously move into the next court.
Well, it'll just get to the
Appeals
Supreme
and all sort
Court.
of shit.
It'll get to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will be like, "Yep, we need to ban those books." Next, you know.
Oh shit! Right.
So, what else you
All
got?
right. I heard they gave him another win today. I didn't see what it was though. Unfortunately, God knows what they did for him. And my other sweeto goes to the Democrats who've kind of waken up this past couple weeks. Like they've suddenly realized that they are in a fight, and they're getting their asses handed to them. We have the Democrats in Texas. I think were the ones who sparked this, who started this, who made the other Democrats wake up and realize how bad things were, to stop the illegal gerrymandering in Texas. They all jumped ship. They said, "Fuck you, we're out. We're not going to help you cheat, but we can stop you from cheating by not being there." So they obviously took off to another state, and they're now hiding in Indiana, right? It's Indiana or Illinois?
Yeah, I think they're cowards, Breakman, because what I would have done is I would have fought like hell there. They're not getting paid to fucking go to Indiana and take a
But, no,
vacation.
but not being there, like they were holding up the votes. Like if they were there, they were going to lose the vote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, decorum says that eventually they're going to get their way anyways in Texas. So, if it was me, you speed up that process. You go, look at how stupid these motherfuckers are, and you point it out every fucking day in the media. Anybody that's willing to fucking listen, including RP grinders, fucking dumb Democrats that are hiding. I'll interview any one of you. Come on, let's hear it. What is the problem? Why is this such a bad thing? Let the people know. And I do give Gavin Newsom some credit because he said, look, Texas is a big state, but California a little bit bigger, and we can do the same
Mhm.
thing.
Yep,
So, you know,
that's what I was saying. Like they've woken up a little bit, and I know you disagree with the tactics, but we've had Gavin Newsom, especially his media manager, whoever's running his Twitter account, is a fucking genius. Um, they've mirrored Trump's tweets.
yeah.
And they're damn funny. Like it's they're in huge. Everything's in capitals, and he's like, he calls himself or it's like Gavin Christopher Newsom. Like he's got to have the middle name in there because Trump, like Donald J. Trump, you know. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, what else? We have somebody else. There was another Democrat that did something that was actually meaningful, and I can't remember just a moment.
The only person that's making any noise in any position of semi power is Jasmine Crockett. And
Oh yeah,
I question. Let's see how far that goes. You know what I mean? Because usually they make a lot of noise. Look at AOC. Oh, it's got to be this way. Bernie, 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 right? And then they cave to Pelosi when it really fucking counts.
yeah.
In this case, they're gonna cave to whoever. So I'm just waiting for it.
Mm, I get it. Oh, it's the governors, Democratic governors, who have been calling him out, saying we are at war. Those have been the Democrats who have been stepping up lately. Have been the ones that have been running states, like you said, Gavin Newsom.
Jared Polis in Colorado is doing a decent job, even though I don't agree with everything Jared Polis does. Polis, by the way, is the first openly gay governor of a state. So there you
Cool.
go.
I'm not, and I'm not a big fan of Newsom at all. Like we've
Yeah.
talked about his bigotry and his aiding of Republicans, but it sounds like he's finally realized that they're the bad guys, and maybe we should sort of fight. So yeah, that's it. That's my sweetest.
Yeah. As soon as his money's affected, then he will acquiesce like he always does. So.
Yeah.
All right. Real quickly, let's do. What? Go ahead, break.
So they always do.
Yeah, they always cave. I mean, that's So the Democrats are known for. I don't know why anybody supports Democrats, man. To be honest with you, I think it's
I've been saying online for a while now, like this is if we're waiting for the next year's election, if you think that's going to save us, you're wrong.
yeah. Well,
Like
look,
we need to organize and we need to start talking about reality.
yeah, I agree,
I think
Breakman, and
things
I don't think it has to do with any political party. I think it just has to do with the people. That's why it drives me crazy when people like Brian Taylor Cohen, one of the biggest fucking you know, supposed, opposition says, "Oh, we can't do a third party. We can't do a third party because that'll just ruin everything." No, what it'll do is it'll get people from both sides. Because if you have a message that people actually like, they gravitate towards you. It doesn't matter the political party. But Brian Taylor Cohen knows that he's got a lot of money and he's going to continue to get a lot of money as long as we have the status quo and he can continue to bitch about the Republicans. So instead of doing something, he'd rather things be stagnant. Meanwhile,
we have a third party. Like we have other
no, no, no,
parties,
no.
just we
I
have two
mean,
parties that are in absolute control,
that's what
and
I'm
they've made
saying.
sure that the other parties can't
That's what
they
I'm
can't
saying.
even participate. They can't
That's
play.
that's what I'm
Like
saying, Breakman. We need a
they,
third
they-
part.
they're hogging the basketball court, and there are like two open courts around them, and they're like, no, no, these are ours.
We need four, five, six parties, seven parties
Exactly.
with
Like one party is
equal
not enough. We need
with
a
with equal power. So if let's say the people a new People's Party comes about and they're saying things like what Bernie was saying, but they're not going to cave to fucking bullshit and false promises of the Republicans playing nice with the Democrats and all this, and then we get another party that has maybe a different idea and a fourth party and a fifth party, at all equal power, and then we just get rid of Democrats and Republicans, and then wherever they fall in those parties, I'd be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. This fucking two party system is never destined to work. I don't know
yeah,
what.
definitely destined to fail. And not only that, we our two party system is right and extreme right.
Yep, yep, that's right. I was talking to somebody in Canada, and I was talking. They were like, "Well, who do you support if you don't support either?" I was like, I like what Bernie was saying, right? And they're like, "Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders. He'd be considered like our like middle guy, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I want left of left shit, but not in a way that it's going to piss off the right, the conservative right, the people that do want to be fiscally responsible. I want shit to be better for the American people, not corporations like this country is set up to do. Corporations are not people. And this trickle down bullshit and this too big to fail bullshit. Thank you, Obama, for that. Bailing out fucking Ford. Ford should be buried by now, even though it's an American fucking company and all that. They should be long gone. You know why? They produce shit vehicles that don't last nearly as long as our Japanese counterparts, right? And that's something demonstrably 100% true, you know? They're not
And for that matter.
they're not nearly as innovative. Oh, they have an electric truck. Really? Have you seen all the safety ratings and all the bullshit that goes along with that electric truck that it doesn't work? Huh, I don't know.
I mean, it's
Um,
they're no, I mean they're no Tesla though, but they are bad.
yeah.
Well, Tesla just got a whole bunch of funding. The Nazi made sure of that, and a whole bunch of new contracts. So we're gonna see more cars, that are supposedly self-driving, murdering
Oh,
people.
who's ahead of the United States when it comes to electric vehicles, and we don't even see one of those vehicles on the road here? BYE in China. The
Uh,
best, the best electric vehicles. I know that's hard for Americans to say, but the Chinese have the best electric vehicles on the fucking planet. The best. Ugh. Safety, reliability, sustainability, they have it all. And we don't have even one here.
Well,
anyways.
every time we start on a path where we head down a road where we might start doing things that are good for everybody, we have another, we'll have a shift in the party, and then suddenly we're doing this, what we have now, or suddenly we have a fascist government. Like,
Yep.
just like that.
Yeah,
It's
and then it'll swing way to the left after. Trust me, it's going to happen. And then people will be upset at
it's
that
not
because
fascism.
they'll be way upset because we can't be giving people stuff for free. That's not what this country is based on. You got to fucking earn it. You got to pay triple the taxes.
It's some kind of bizarre version of Spencerianism, but it's social Spencerianism,
Yeah.
which people call social Darwinism.
Yep. 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 And it's like you can't that's why the middle, right, is like, what the fuck is going on right now? We love it when the boat isn't rocked. I mean, I got to give the MAGA credit here. They rocked the fucking boat so fucking hard that it's shaken up the entire fucking system. Why can't we have it the opposite way? When people start noticing that it's okay to I don't know, even do something extreme like a universal income, so people can at least fucking not get thrown out on their ass when they're in trouble financially, you know.
And we've seen other countries have proven that it works, but we refuse to do anything that
Oh,
works,
but
and
that's
there's
socialism.
excuses about everything.
Yeah,
Just like how our country has more gun deaths and gun violence than any other country. Well, yeah, that's because the criminals get guns, and they don't have guns in other countries. Yes, they have
yeah,
better gun laws though, and
yeah,
they don't have a gun culture where they're obsessed with it.
yeah,
And a lot of other ways that we just
yeah.
our country people vote against what is best for them because they think it is somehow against them.
I'm the fucking crazy one because I can't stand Democrats or Republicans.
Yeah.
Not the people. Not the people. Most Republican people, the not the far right
We're talking
extreme.
about politicians. Let's clarify. We're not talking about like voters. We're talking about
Yeah,
politicians.
that's what I was going to clarify. I'm talking about politicians. They're all the same. That's why I on my Blue Sky profile or my pinned comment I put, you if you don't think that all of the government is corrupt, go ahead and ask your local politician. I don't care, from city council on up, the governor of the fucking state, the president of the United States. Ask them if they'd be willing to sign a petition to tie the Congress's wages and the president's wages and all the corrupt judges' wages to um, the federal minimum wage. See if they'll do that. See if they'll do that. Guarantee they'll give you fucking milk toast, fucking word salad bullshit. Oh yeah, I'd be willing. Okay, here's the petition. Sign it. Will they sign it?
And they don't want to raise the wages because people at McDonald's shouldn't be making living wages. We know
Yeah,
there are old
yeah,
people who are that's their only income, and but this job's for teenagers, not for adults. Like they're supposed to move up in the world and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah,
So, so let me get this straight. Our president loves McDonald's, right? We know this, right? He goes there, so he thinks the people who work hard for him don't deserve to be paid enough wages to live in their own apartment because if they're an adult, they're I
Own a
guess
house.
underachieving by not by
Well,
being there or
right.
whatever. Like it's just
Well, that's what I mean. I brought up a good example. Bernie works as hard as anybody I've ever fucking known, right?
mhm.
She's doing 4 jobs in one. She's a regular employee, she's a lead employee, she's a general manager and an area manager, and she takes care of 2 stores. And she's getting paid less than half of what she should get paid. That's a big problem here. The
Yeah.
people that work hard, the people that get overtime, that get shit on for doing overtime, anything over 13 hours the government takes. Why should the government take that? Did they earn it or did Bernie earn it? You see what I'm saying?
So many corporations are taking advantage of employees by making them work long, long hours and then, refusing to pay them. Like me and Mrs. Breakman were watching some videos about with Dollar Tree, right? Employees. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I forgot she left. She went out to dinner.
Just going to get your food, break man. What's wrong with you, man?
I forgot. But it was yeah, I'm pretty sure they're Dollar Tree employees. How they'll understaff them and how they expect them to stock all the shelves while answering the door, and then only wanting to pay them like small amounts of money. But they'll be understaffed, and they'll have those people working from morning until close, day in and day out.
Yeah.
And then they'll refuse to play overtime, so they'll make them shut the store down or something like that instead of
Yep.
paying them.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Breakman. I mean, it's becoming increasingly harder to just be. How long before the workforce breaks and says
Yeah.
enough is enough? We're not gonna fucking make your food anymore.
Yep.
We're not gonna fucking make your beds on a business trip. We're not gonna fucking be, your patsies anymore. That's and then eventually, it becomes guillotines for
Yeah.
the
We need a
billionaires and
nationwide
millionaires.
strike. We need people to refuse to work.
Yeah, for a
Honestly,
whole week straight. Can you imagine? You can't get
millions,
nothing.
hundreds of millions of Americans just saying no.
Yep. Yep. It's gonna get to that point, Breakman. I'm almost sure of it, man. The
I
the
hope it gets to that point before it gets to the violent point.
yeah. Well,
But we're right now we're heading on track to I mean, I've already seen some of the videos of what's happening in DC already.
yeah.
Like, yeah, like they aren't there. The troops have been sent to DC for two reasons: to get rid of the homeless people and to get rid of the black people.
Yep. Yep.
That's what they're there for. I've already seen some videos like them, like fights with black people. Like I know that's what they were sent for.
Well,
Like I'm
there
upset that the town of DC, there's a lot of black people in DC.
yeah, here's
Didn't like
I was talking to somebody about this subject, Breakman. And there is a Black Panther, such thing as a Black Panthers. And they're not
that.
quite as
Wait,
giving as
they're still around?
oh yeah. Even
I
big
thought they were gone a long time ago.
they were gone, but there's a new section of Black Panthers that they're not happy and they're armed. And they're not willing to give up their arms because they know that they have a Second Amendment right, Breakman.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's good for the goose, right? It's
Yeah.
good for the goose.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we're down the path of violence already by sending troops. He didn't get the reaction he expected in LA when he sent the troops in there. Instead, he got like peaceful protests, and that didn't go the way he wanted. So now he's going to DC, where he has a closer watch over everything that's going on.
Well,
Obviously, and we know his goals: get rid of the black people, get rid of the homeless people.
yeah,
Um,
yep.
Actually, get rid of anybody of any skin color other than white, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yep. All right, I think that's all we got, guys, for this week. Let's do our plugs. Get the hell out of here so I can get Bernie out of her hell right now.
We never got the anything past Sweetos, and we're still bitching about shit in the Sweeto.
I know. I did mine, and I think you. What else do you got, Break? You have any real quick sweetos that you want to get to?
Let me see. There's been a bunch of shows coming back. Peacemaker is going to be back next week. That's awesome. South Park has been awesome, both episodes. King of the Hill, I'm enjoying the first couple episodes I've seen of that. Alien Earth.
Watch the series for like its entirety before I get to that new season.
Which what King of the Hill?
That means I have to go through 13 seasons before I can start the new one.
Yeah, see, I liked King of the Hill. It was never like when he came off of Beavis and Butthead to do that. It was like, what? Like this isn't like what? But then watching it later and as well as a more mature adult, I really appreciated the show. And so far, just after a couple episodes, I'm still enjoying it. But
I think after Beavis and Butthead, he realized he might have done too much without addressing what Beavis and Butthead was trying to do, and people took the wrong messages from it. So that's why he made King of the Hill to address some of that.
Yeah, I guess.
That'd be a good point, because things like Frog Baseball, like there are people that tried to imitate shit like that.
Yeah.
And an obsession with fire, like they're not getting the show. Like they see it and they're like, monkey see, monkey do.
All right, what else you got, Breakman? Let's go.
we're supposed to leave, right? I'm sorry. You can follow me at the Breakman on Blue Sky.
All right. Yeah. Did you finish all your Sweetos, Breakman? I didn't want to.
Yeah, we got the sweetest.
Eric,
Yeah, there's
you're
no television right
all right.
going
Cool.
on right now.
Eric,
So
Huh?
you're
Sweet. My plugs would be bostonbashbrigade.com for my written reviews, and then there's my audio reviews. I didn't get the chance to mention last week because there was no show, but I got 2 new reviews, and that they'd be Donkey Kong Bonanza for the Switch 2 and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
all right. Very good.
And if you like either of those things and you want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon in my Blue Sky profile or my new new Mastodon profile. I'm on there too, so if you want to follow me, feel free. And sending me as a little dollar in my Patreon would help out.
Cool. I got Metaphor Refantasio for $40, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. I don't have any plugs.
I've seen it for 35, but it's not too bad.
$5 extra, man. What am I? You know. And it'll be like probably $30 next week, but I don't give a fuck. I got it less than retail. Anyways,
Although I'm almost certain that they're gonna do a Metaphor Free Phantazo Plus or whatever they're gonna call it.
yeah, probably.
Because that's what Atlas does.
Well, all right. I challenge everybody to just buy one bottle of water and hand it to a homeless person. That's my plug. All right, that's all we got for this week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Guys got anything else?
Stay safe.
Freak5 says I am plugging Bernie's OnlyFans.
Also, if you run into an ice guy, throw a fucking Subway sandwich at him.
I'm plugging Bernie's OnlyFans. This week she is doing things with a beer can. Not a 24 or 12 ounce, but a 24. And how dare you, Freak5, you son of a bitch. All right. That's
Bernie
it.
likes talk games.
Stay safe this weekend. We'll want to see you back here next week. Till then, we're out. Later, everybody.
I could go for a habeas.
I could go for
Habeas crispy, baby.
That sounds good. It's like a favorite thing. It's more fun to interrupt it.
Where can I buy a Habeas crispy? Anyways. All right. Hey, Freak5 and Scotoma, thanks, guys, for joining. We'll see you guys real soon.